Hi, my name is Julia M. Spencer. I'm a real estate advisor, investor, and your number one source for real estate advice online. And I am back again in the beautiful Europe, in the beautiful city of Trier. And the reason I've come this time is to sell my parents' house. My dad, as some of you may know, passed away about 2 years ago, and my mom now lives in a assisted living facility, and the house has been empty for quite some time. And for a while I was debating what to do with it. Maybe I wanted to make it into an Airbnb. Then there was a thought of renting it to my family, and anyways, finally decided to sell it with a heavy heart. And the real estate agent actually just asked me, hey, aren't you sad that you sold it? I'm very much sad, so I'm making this video right now from the town square. And I'll make a video of the house as well before I leave, because that's kind of like my remembrance of it, because I grew up there and I wanted to share it with you all. I hope you enjoy it. Of course, Trier, the city of Trier, very old city, about 2,000 years old. It was founded 16 BC by the Romans. There's a really big wine industry. Of course, now it's a big tourist industry here as well. And I spent my youth here. So it's been a very interesting life. Of course, I left very early. I was 19, and I've come back here over the years. And now will be a different time of life where I won't be coming back here in the summers to spend the summers with my kids here, my parents, obviously. And as you can see, the facades here are just gorgeous. So I'm just going to walk around a little bit and share that with you. It was a bittersweet sale. It's just give you a little bit of overview what it was like to sell a house in Germany. And you may have listened to some podcasts I've had with Jason Hartman, the real estate guru. That's my friend. And I had mentioned that I'll never sell this house because it's in Europe, and it's been here in the family for 4 generations. I shouldn't do it. Well, it came to the point that there was really no point in keeping it. There was a lot of repairs that needed to be done, and I can't manage a project like that long distance, and there wasn't going to be any time soon where I would move here, even though my dad would have very much liked it. So I decided to put it up for sale. We found a very nice family. They're a cool couple. I've met them only briefly during the closing the other day. And we have now a couple more weeks to go before the closing is complete, but I'm leaving today. I'm not coming back. And that kind of summarizes how a closing goes here in Germany, which is a little bit different than in the rest of the world, specifically in the United States. So I'm actually on my way to the house. I'm going to be sitting in the yard for a little bit and thinking of my dad. And just take a break, I guess. I got to leave very early tomorrow morning, 5 in the morning, to go back to Frankfurt and give up my rental car and everything. So anyway, the closing is very different. In the States, when there's a closing date, that's when we close the house transfers, and it's done at that point. There might be a few days of paperwork, but pretty much essentially that's it. The seller gets the money, the buyer relinquishes his, and all the paperwork is signed and everything is filed at the courthouse. So the closings here are done with a notary, not a lawyer. It's a notary. Notaries are a very prestigious profession here, different than in the States where anybody can be a notary. I'm a notary actually in my state, but it's different here than it is there. So notary is a very prestigious profession. So what happens at this notary date is that everybody agrees on the sales contract, and the sales contract is signed. And at that point then, the buyer is allowed to get financing, and the seller then basically just waits another, I was told, 3 to 8 weeks before funds are transferred, before taxes are paid, before anything is checked up on that maybe still needs to be paid. Anything that's owed on the house related to water or any kind of natural resources, or if there's any kind of street or lighting that still needs to be paid for, that's a municipal charge. All of these things need to be checked up on, and that process takes anywhere from 3 to 8 weeks. So I was told today it's going to be at least 4 weeks before my mom will see the money for this house, which is all right. We're not in a very big rush, and everything's already signed. And from beginning to end, this process took us 9 months. So we gave birth to a baby, I guess. I don't know. It took 9 months to sell this house, basically. And I had to come to Germany to sign for it personally. Otherwise, it would have taken even longer. My mom, unfortunately, she can't do this kind of business anymore. So I signed for her as her representative. The whole contract basically was read in front of the notary. It took about an hour for them to read every word. The buyers, one of the buyers, it's a couple. The husband, he's an American. So the house goes back to American hands. I like it. And he had to have a translator there, so they translated anything that maybe he didn't understand, which was very good, but that's also required. The notary was very calm in reading, and he explained everything in plain words and also read the actual contract. As a seller, I had to put down only one signature, like literally just one. I was very surprised because when I sell or buy houses in the United States, there's a proliferation of signatures. It seems like every form needs to have a signature. So this was interesting for me, just to do one signature. And and that was the easy deal. What took a long time to sell this house is because there was problems with called the Grundbuch, which is basically the books where the deeds were recorded here in Germany. There was a different deed book for the actual property versus the road that goes to the actual property. So there's a different deed record for the actual building and the property, the house that's standing there, as well as the road that goes to the building, because it's a private road. So there has to be the right of walking on that road, which is recorded in a different deed book, which we didn't immediately find. And I didn't know that there was two books, and the real estate agent, of course, didn't know. I couldn't really ask the neighbors because I was afraid that once they found out that we don't have that, they would charge us to use that part of the road to get to our house. Anyway, it was a big mess. So eventually somebody was able to find it, and we were able to move forward. Of course, at that time, the buyers at the time fell off. There was a lot of negotiations about the price, which was difficult. And real estate agent said, don't sell it for this price, you need the full price. So held off. I mean, I very much listened to this real estate agent, by the way, which he was amazing. So if you ever need to sell a house in this area in Germany, I'll put the link of his website so you can see who I've used. But I don't know really how territorial real estate agents are. That's not something I asked. But from what I understand, he's very much certified and educated, although there's no real formal certification or education for real estate agents here. So it's actually, very hard to find somebody that has knowledge. But he's very much loves his job, he said, and he also loves walking through, how did he say it? He actually said a very specific way. He said it's very easy to open the door and show a house and make an easy commission, but it's a lot more satisfying to encounter problems that he can then solve. So I thought that was really cool, and I really couldn't have done it without him. So I'm really glad I found him. He also appraised the property for me in the very beginning. He's got certification as an appraiser. So I was able to see what we can actually ask for, which was amazing. I wasn't sure even how to do that. It was a very eye-opening. So if you need any information about how to sell property in Europe, please ask me. I'm flying back tomorrow morning. It's been an interesting 11 days. I'm exhausted. Finally glad to be home, and even though I'm going to miss this town that I grew up in, I'm glad that the house is in good hands with a family that's going to bring life to it, which is what my dad would have wanted anyways. He wanted to leave, he just couldn't do it, so I'm glad I was able to finish that job for him. And if you have any more questions about this is not really specifically related to you making a lot of money, but maybe this is interesting for you to just watch and understand and see how things are happening here. So check out the house that I sold. I still have possession until the key is turned over, which I won't be here for that. It's going to be another 3 to 8 weeks. I got to hang out here until I have my corona test results, without which I cannot fly back to the States, so I'm going to just be hanging here. And in the meantime, make sure you subscribe to my channel and like this video, leave me comments, share it, and of course click whatever else that you need to click to be notified when I add more videos. And I hope, and this is why by the way, I was missing for the last 2 weeks, but I'm back as of 2 days from now. So I'll see you then. Have a good day. Bye-bye. What the hell? Alright, so, and if this guy comes here, he's gonna be on my YouTube video. And so, yeah, look at, we got love here. Look at that. They just love each other. I love it when stuff happens in my videos. It's unexpected. You guys will be on YouTube. Hi. What is going on here? I don't know what's going on here. It took about a week. I'm sorry, not a week. It took such as water. What is owed on water? Canalization. What did they say? I can't even say that word. Water. I'm a raisin. It is so dry here. The buyer gets the money, the seller relinquishes, the seller, what am I saying? And of course, I always bring you great content. I don't know what else I need to say. There's something else I needed to say. I'll think of it later. Hi everyone, I have to wear a mask. So I'm supposed to go back to the United States right now, and I'm at the airport, and somehow I didn't get the message that there was going to be a strike today. So I guess I'm stuck in Frankfurt an extra day, which is okay because I still need to get my spaghetti ice cream downtown. So we're in Frankfurt another day. Everything's on strike. Nobody who's leaving from Frankfurt is leaving. And they are only processing incoming passengers. So this airport, I've never seen this airport this empty. It's so empty. And it's crazy, actually. So I'm stuck, which is okay. I don't mind. One extra day. Germany has me one extra day.
For your free guide to real estate investing, visit juliamspencer.com.